So I'm gonna be ranking every single buff in Soul Knight with this tier list. S tier being it's really good. A tier being it's not as good as S tier. B tier being, it's pretty usable, but not what I'd choose every single time. C tier being, don't choose it unless it's like it's there. Or D tier being never choose it unless it's a pick between the worst buffs. So starting off front, we're gonna start with critical hit bullets can pierce. It's a solid buff. It makes your critical hits bullets pierce, which is pretty cool. It's not really that useful by itself. So honestly, I'd say solid B tier. It also makes laser weapons critical hit on every single hit, so that's pretty cool. Not the best, not the worst, right in the middle. Uh, Statue effects trigger twice. You know, it's a buff. It's about it. It's pretty good with certain statues, but if you're using like Berserker statue, like it's literally kind of bad. But I'd say it's solid A tier because any other statue it's like really good with. Extra like what? What was this? 200, 100? Okay, so it increases the energy cap by 100, which is sort of good. Yeah, so this is yeah, plus 100 energy. You know, honestly, in my opinion, it's kind of B tier. It's about in the middle. And I guess I'll is it higher than critical bullets in B tier? No. No. Actually no. Yeah, yeah, it's about 50% off S tier. Honestly. It's a good buff. It really is. Like you can't go wrong choosing it. 50% off in shops, that's vending machines, 50% actual shop. Doesn't affect the mystery merchant though. Whatever, the mysterious merchant, I don't know what it was. But extra gems at the end of each game. Uh, Bad. It literally only affects you if after you're done. But actually, yeah, it has its uses. It's C tier. Fire immunity, S tier. Easy. It's a good buff. Makes you immune to fire. Really good for like the last stage in the game every time. Freeze buff, D tier. Literally only useful for one stage type, and that's the ice stage. So that's about it. Poison immunity, uh, honestly, C tier, but above gems at the end of the game because it makes you immune to poison. But that's about it. It also increases poison damage to enemies. But like that's never useful unless you're using a poison weapon, which half the time I'm not. So C tier it is. Immune to traps and collision damage. Solid B tier, definitely. And I'd say above critical hit bullets can pierce. Mostly because being immune to traps is like not really useful. And actually, never mind. No, bottom of B tier. I'm sitting here thinking over it, and it's just no, bottom of B tier. In fact, I'd say yeah, yeah, right there. That's where it goes. Increase laser beam width. Got nothing more to say about that. It increases the beam width and sometimes increases damage. It's not that good, but it's not too bad either. In fact, there it goes. Right there, bottom of B tier. Elemental bullets do double damage, bam. Because when they crit, they have their effect and they don't do double damage. This buff makes them do double damage. That's a good one. That's a good buff. Health gain from killing enemies, top of A tier. It's good. It gives you health for killing enemies. Honestly, it's not the one I choose all the time, but if it's there and if it's between, these three right here, I'm taking it over those other two. Energy every time, S tier. I got nothing more to say about that. It's more energy per kill. Really good. Pretty much two less energy for the killing blow. Increased accuracy, below that, A tier. Good. Increases accuracy, critical hit chance. Honestly, I've got nothing more to say. Like, it's good. It reduces spread, more damage technically, I guess, because of the increased crit chance. Good. Increased health, honestly. Yeah, it could go anyway. I think it's probably one of the best, if not the best buff in the game. Bullets can bounce. Literally not bad, but it's not too good either. I'd say it's right here. It's really good when paired with critical bullets can pierce, because if they pierce and bounce off and hit another enemy, that's good. Melee bullets can bounce. It's got its uses. It's pretty good. This, yeah, bad. Worst buff in the game, honestly. Increasing the power of my allies doesn't help me when I don't have them half the time. Potions from crates, honestly, interchangeable area S tier. I'd say A tier, it's going right there. It's good. In fact, no, it's literally better than that. Because it depends on the room type. If there's a lot of crates in the room, this instantly becomes best. If it's like no crates, it's like literally the worst buff. This one's the radial blast when shield's broken. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like it's got its moments when it procs at the right time, but it doesn't half the time. It doesn't no, it's just bad. If I'm getting hit by an enemy, right, and that procs, if it procs like I don't know, it's not good. This this buff, solid S tier. Basically, all right. Once your shield's down, damage that say your shield has one left, and there's a hit that does like 3 damage. It's gonna take away that one shield and do the 2 to your HP. But with this, it only takes away the one shield. Quite literally, almost the best buff in the game. In fact, I'm bumping it right there. Good buff. Solid buff. Really good. Yeah. Shotgun shotgun buff, good. It's pretty good. Um, Statue fix trigger twice. It's really situational right there. Um, Increased pickup range and monster bullet speed decrease. Honestly, middle of C tier. It's not good. The bullet speed decrease is like pretty much not noticeable half the time. And increased pickup range is cool, but not really useful. In fact, it's actually kind of useless. So, no. Increased charge time for weapons that require charge time. This is really close to making S tier for me. And that's kind of weird. Because it seems like a simple buff. But it's quite honestly one of the best, in my opinion. Carry 3 weapons literally can't hurt you. A tier. Solid A tier. Combo hit weapons. Literally only good if you have a combo hit weapon. This whole B tier is just situational. All right. That's about it. Increased firing speed. Bottom of B tier because actually I'd venture to say it's about middle of C tier because it sucks. It helps with like nothing because you don't notice it half the time. Increase armor. A tier. I don't know. There's not much I could say about that. It gives you one more armor. It's not useful, it's not useless. It's kind of just existent. In fact, I'd venture to say bump it down the bottom of A tier, right there. Increased potion effectiveness. What was the effectiveness? It's pretty bad. Actually, no, it's not bad. It's just not that good. Solid top of A tier. Top of B tier, sorry. Reduced skill cooldown. Tempted to put it top of, yeah, honestly, right below that. Mostly because it makes rogue skill like instant, and you can just infinitely roll, and that's cool. Increased staff damage is situational. Increased melee weapon range, situational. So that's the tier list. It's only 2 that are at the bottom because they suck. And I'd venture to say, honestly, this one might be top of D tier. Mostly because of its also near uselessness. Honestly, no. Ice buff is better. Because extra freeze time and immune to freeze, honestly, it almost makes its way to C tier. If there wasn't only one entire stage in the entire game where it's actually useful, and every other time it sucks. Well, yeah. I'd say this is the tier list, right here. The only things I'd change is maybe the positions of this because this actually has a use in game. This only helps out a game. Honestly, yeah, I think that's fair. Really, only one use, and that's for if you're after you've beaten the game. Well, not beating the game, but after your run ends. It's literally the only time this is useful. Yeah, this is the tier list, I'd say.